Alright, everything's looking all good. Hello, Internet. Oh, right. Oh, I was like, why is that not for the rec? Oh, right. Different audio setting. Okay. It's gonna make sure my capture device is all good. Alright, let's take care of all these supports first before we get rolling. Huh, we got so many. Like, I don't want to skip these, but they are supremely slowing us down.
Oh, it's Leonie. Perfect. The soil's ready. Let's get to planting. She's so diligent, I can barely... Oh, look at her elbow. There we go, all set. Now a little water. Her sleeve's all torn. She should get that fixed. Hey, Bernadetta, what are you doing here? Leonie! I was, What is it? I was just...
I wish I could figure out, like, why my, the wireless, setup I have for the TV I have to act as a third monitor just decides to be stuttering the last few days, and I'm not quite sure why. I'm willing to chalk it up to the weather, since it has been pretty rainy, like, the last few days or so, so it might be that, to be honest.
You're right. I didn't notice. You could have just told me right away, you know. It's just a little tear, though. Nothing to worry about. If you don't mind, I could fix it for you. It would only take a minute. You can do that? I'm actually pretty good at sewing. I never knew. Well, if you're offering, by all means. Just
And,
finish watering these.
we kind of have scans of, I think Rampage Vulcan and Scrap Metal Hopper, or Scrap Hopper, I forget the exact name for it. For the next major form for 01. We have scans for those, but, they are, they are all in silhouette. You could probably thank the person who decided to ask your occur about Trinity, well before Trinity was even remotely a thing.
Wow, he looks really
Honestly, I know some people are probably going to be meh about it, but I don't think it's that big of a deal. Oh no, we lose seeing forms like 3 to 4 months in advance, maybe more than that, because it probably is more than that at that rate.
That's bound to introduce misunderstanding. Precision is the key.
It must be really important if he's putting that much thought into every word.
But I mustn't overcomplicate.
Honestly, we're not losing out on that much, outside of, hey, we don't get to see something like several months in advance. We get a little bit of surprise on the designs now, and I'm all for that, to be honest.
Said it can be a little scary sometimes, but I hope he doesn't leave. It'd be sad to see him go. He shouldn't make such rash decisions. If he's unhappy about something, he should tell someone.
Come now. Do you really think I would resign?
You heard all that?
If you don't wish to be heard talking to yourself, then you should not speak so loudly. I'm sorry to hear that you find me intimidating.
I'm sorry! I won't disturb you ever again!
Wait, Bernadetta! Typical behavior for the girl. Most concerning. Can she really go through life this way?
One last one with Bernie now.
I must drop off these papers with Bernadetta. I'm not sure how to go about this. She's as timid as a mouse, and that's when speaking to people her own age. She'll likely scream the second she sees
Oh,
me.
and there's a
Maybe
beta
this is a
release of the next Anti-Craft
All
update.
that noise is going to frighten the other students.
It should have a couple more seasons and like a crap ton of minions that they tossed in there.
Hello.
I haven't
I have
downloaded
some
it yet. I'm gonna
business
wait for the
with Bernadetta. I wasn't
official
sure
one.
how to approach her.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to mean, but okay. What business do you have with Bernie?
I was supposed to deliver this, you see. Perhaps you can take it off my hands?
Right. Thanks for taking the time.
No trouble at all. Here it is.
Thanks. I'm going to head in now, if that's okay.
Whew, that's quite a relief. How kind of Bernadetta's friend, making that delivery for me. Wait a second. That was Bernadetta. But it couldn't have been. She spoke so normally. She didn't act frightened at all. In fact, she was quite friendly. Ouch! Oh, yes, it still hurts when I pinch my cheek, so I'm not dreaming. I'm glad the ordeal's done with, but now I feel terribly confused and a little worried. Meek little Bernadetta, what have they done to you?
Eloise!
Ah, who goes there? Oh, Petra, it's you. You appeared out of nowhere.
I have a question to be asking you.
Sure, I don't mind. I'll answer your question.
You are always surrounded by people. When you speak, they smile. I feel envy. I want to know the secret to having a happy conversation.
Ah, you need a lesson on breaking the ice. That's a slippery subject, but I bet we can crack it. Now, let's see. Well, the crucial thing is to start conversations. Be proactive about saying hello. Ask questions. Also, it might help to stop sneaking up on people.
Start conversations. Stop sneaking. I am understanding. Is there more?
You can always try throwing in a joke to lighten the mood. The trick is to keep trying so you get practice. Put your best foot forward. And try not to put it in your mouth.
What are you saying? Why are you laughing?
Oh, I just made a little joke.
A joke? Can you give me more explanation?
Put your best foot forward. That's an expression people say that means try as hard as you can. And putting your foot in your mouth doesn't really mean what it sounds like. When you put your foot in your mouth, you are saying something rude without meaning to. And so, what am I going on about? There's nothing worse than trying to explain a joke.
Says you. That's like how most of the comedy in Zero One's working at the moment is he's who explains the joke.
You are playing with your words. We do such things in Brigid too. In Fodlan, you have a strange way of playing with a word's meaning. I am admiring of it.
You admire me? Oh, Petra, no need to say kind things out of pity. You didn't hurt my feelings.
Am I hurting them?
If you were sincerely complimenting me, then no. To think, you just started learning how to chit-chat, and you've already got a silver tongue. You really put your money where your mouth is.
More laughing. This must be a complex technique for word playing. Shamir, can I be having your time? There is a thought that is giving me great concern.
Let's hear it, Petra.
If If Dagda is ever invading Fodlan again, what will you be doing?
I'd join the army of Dagda. I'd lay waste to Fodlan and return to my homeland.
If that is the truth, then I am having one more question for you. If that was happening, and all of us were fighting for Fodlan, would you be fighting us too?
Of course. You expect me to die for you? You should be prepared to do the same. Your homeland would likely join Dagda.
So, that is your truth?
Maybe. If you'd asked me 5 years ago.
Hmm?
I've been a mercenary since childhood. Always fighting for a bounty. If my allies didn't pay, I'd side with the enemy. It's why I became a sniper. Easier to dispose of anyone with a reward on their head. It's also why I joined the Knights of Seiros. I owed them a debt, but that's all changed.
You are not fighting for money now?
That's right. When I see everyone fighting for Fodlan, I feel inclined to help. I won't die for the cause, but I will protect everyone. If the army of Dagda engaged you, I'd fight at your side.
Hearing that is it gives me great joy. Until the war is finished, let us fight together.
Alright, one last picture one.
Cyril, you are always having great passion and hard work. You give inspiration.
Aw, just doing my job.
There is no need for showing humility. You work with hardness. I mean, you work hard. It makes me have curiosity. Can you tell me what plans you hold for the future?
The future? I don't know anything about the future, but I'm kinda busy, so can we talk later?
I have had the learning that you are from Elmira. Everyone has the saying that it may be hard to move up in the church for you. But even with that, you always have passion and work with hardness. What fills you with determination?
I work because I work. It's what I do here. And, you know, I really want to make myself useful to Lady Rhea, so I can repay the big debt I owe her. Lady Rhea gave me a home when I didn't have one.
I understand the feeling of need for repaying debts. But does it give you difficulty, being a great distance from your home for so much time?
Elmira's just where I was born. It's not like I've got family there. If you love your homeland and want to go back, then that's nice, but it's not a thing I want to do. I like where I am. The best future I can think of is if things stayed like this forever.
Yes, I have understanding. You and I have similarities. But at the similar time, we have differences.
Maybe. Hey, I still got a lot of work. Better get to it.
Cyril does not want to speak about his land of home? It gives me curiosity.
Okay, that's Petra's then. And Cyril Shamir.
Ingrid, are you familiar with the story of the King of Liberation and the 10 elites of Fodlan?
Of course. They were the heroes who struck down evil with the power of the sacred weapons, protecting our land and people. Their strength was passed down through the ages, manifesting itself in the crest some of us are born with.
Yes, the 10 elites certainly possessed great power. But does that make them worthy of worship?
I imagine you ask because they later fought amongst themselves, turning on one another, ravaging the land.
Precisely. Initially, Nemesis and the 10 elites worked together to bring peace to Fodlan. But soon their ambitions got the best of them, and they clashed, using their sacred weapons on anyone they chose, strong and weak alike. What I mean to say is, possessing strength alone does not make one worthy of respect. Rather, one should be judged by how they choose to use that strength.
Yes, I agree.
If you follow that logic, then you will see it also applies to those who are born with crests. Now think of how your father wishes to wed you to another family's fortune on the basis of your crest.
Yes? What of it?
These are purely inherited qualities. Is it not foolish to judge a person's value by some inherited fortune? That is all a crest is, really.
That's what I think too. Having a crest or not has no bearing on your worth as a person.
I understand that Count Galatea believes he has the right to manage your affairs. I am certain he has his own share of problems. And I do not wish to meddle or lay blame. But if there is anything I should like to say to his daughter, it is this. How you live your life is up to you.
Thank you for your counsel and wisdom, Sedith. Father's hopes were dashed long ago. I will take some time to reflect on what lies ahead. My future.
Everybody doing Luigi's Mansion tonight, especially since it's Halloween, but yeah, we got Fire Emblem to do.
Should we call it a day?
Thank you. Yes, let's. Catherine, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you something.
Let me guess. You're going to ask why you're so bad at predicting my attacks.
When I expect an attack from above, you surprise me from below. When I expect a jab, I get a sweep. You seem to anticipate my anticipation.
It's probably because you're a straightforward, honest person. You're reading my movements and trying to calculate what I'll do next.
That has always seemed the most sound strategy when engaging in combat, yes.
Right. Well, I take that anticipation and turn it against you. I use my eyes and the tilt of my sword to mislead you. Catching your opponent off guard is the trick to staying alive in combat. You've got to keep yourself alive if you want to protect Lady Rhea, right?
Your dedication to Lady Rhea's safety is truly inspiring, Catherine.
Really? More toy stuff?
You flatter me.
My dream is to become a knight and protect my king, no matter the cost. There is no greater purpose I can serve. Although your fealty is sworn to Lady Rhea, you are the ideal knight I aspire to be.
That's more progress keys.
Admire me to your heart's content, but I'm...
Catherine,
I know we
I'd be
got
honored if you would make me
vinyls
your
of
squire.
the Shining
My
in
what now?
of Shining Hopper in the
Oh,
two
you're
assault
far
forms.
too straight-laced
Those
to
look
be my squire.
really good in
However
vinyl
you might
form.
judge me, I'm quite serious about
I'm not gonna
this.
lie, I like the idea that like
Alright
Assault
then, why
Shining
not? Let's
mixes
start by teaching you how to flirt with handsome
01 and Vulcan's
Pardon me?
color schemes a little bit.
That
So like
can't possibly
it's
be where you
primarily
start.
like Shining
men.
Hopper
I was just
colors,
kidding.
but
Wish I knew how to flirt with
there's
handsome men.
little armor pieces
Instead,
of blue
let's teach you to lighten up.
acting as an accent, and
Understood.
it kind of works. And Assault Vulcan also looks really good.
Oh,
And we only got a handful more.
Hello, Leone. I imagine you are here to fish?
yeah, this is a great spot for it. You must be a pretty experienced fisherman, huh?
Actually, while I have enjoyed the hobby for a long while, I must admit I am less than proficient.
Now that you mention it, I can see you're not having much luck today.
It is likely because I am not using any bait.
Well, that explains it. But why bother fishing at all if you're not even trying to catch something?
Truthfully, I fish only so that I might relax. It is soothing to me to cast the line and watch the water ripple. My days are busy, even hectic. It helps to find peace and quiet every so often.
Oh, that makes sense. Still, if you're going to go to all the trouble, you may as well actually bait the line.
Maybe so. But, to my chagrin, I do not even know what type of bait to use. I learned to fish by accompanying my wife. She was always the one to bait the hooks. She would hand me the rod and I would cast my line. I never paid attention to how the rest was done.
Ah. And your wife, where is she now?
She passed away quite some time ago. Since then, I have only to fish on my own. Even so, I find peace out here. Bait or no bait. What about you? Why do you fish?
Me? Just for the fish, actually. For me, it's purely practical. Catch a bite now, one less meal to worry about later. hunting, fishing, whatever it takes to get by. That's how I've always done it. I'm not exactly starving right now, but back then if I couldn't catch something, I'd go hungry. So getting the hang of it was pretty vital.
I would certainly say so. I imagine it is intensely satisfying to catch a fish when the need is so great.
Probably, yeah. The need makes it more purposeful. But hey, if you ever want to try fishing for real, I'd be happy to share my bait with you. And if you catch something, I'll cook it up nicely for you. How's that for motivation?
Oh, are you a skilled chef also?
Can't promise it'll be fancy, but it'll taste good.
Impressive. Wouldn't you know it, I am suddenly overcome with the urge to excel.
Great! Let's get started.
I already have like so many supports because I've got so many supports.
You'd like to hear about Gerald's adventures?
Especially from all the characters I wasn't really using before.
Can't hurt, can it? All our work for the day is done. So remind me, how did you meet him?
It all feels like ancient history now. You see, the captain was visiting...
And Persona 5 Royale came out in Japan today, which...
Uh-huh.
I can't wait for that to damn it.
His previous
Can't wait for that to come out next year. And to completely ignore SMT Cross Fire Emblem coming out.
At that age, you must have had some real talent and courage to stand out as a future knight.
Oh, no, it wasn't that. I was just an orphan boy living in the monastery. I was a timid little thing.
Really?
Of course, if I get the job, I won't have the time I used to have to
What made him choose you?
play the video games on my not stream nights.
Like the dead boys.
I still would like the 100% Platinum Royale, because I did that all for Persona 5.
And that was the only answer he gave me.
Abrasive to the last. That's Captain Gerald for you.
Yes. In those early days, I would sometimes wonder whether he was right.
I do have a YouTube like subscribe to that is putting out like 2-hour chunks of the game, so I'm more or less seeing what's new.
Oh no, you're right.
Because all the dialogue and all the
See you around.
text is in Japanese, but I know most of those scenes, so it's just like, okay, this is new. It's like, that's the same, that's the same, that's the same. This is new, that's the same, that's the same. And really, it doesn't seem like there's not too much different, like, out of the game. Like, the in medias res opening is identical. The silhouettes are brightened up, so you can pretty much tell.
Sorry.
If you couldn't tell before, just off silhouette, like who's talking. You get a grappling hook tutorial, and there you get a party tutorial with a new character. I can't think of her name at the moment. But she shows up, you get a quick party tutorial with her.
Probably that I was about to
From there, I believe it's all the same. And all of the same kind of moving in segments are the same. I think you do have a couple scenes with her in this portion. Like right when Kamoshida's palace opens up. Outside of that, there's nothing different. I haven't really dug into the palace gameplay at all. But I don't think anything I've seen so far is
Good point.
new. So all of your exploration up through On's recruitment is pretty similar. Or pretty much the same.
To make split-second decisions. In battle, mistakes are deadly.
But I don't have a
So we don't
crest
have anything
or a
like
relic.
super groundbreaking new in like the first few hours of the game, which is fine.
Fight barehanded.
I really wasn't
Use
expecting
my
like
crest.
a super whole lot
Think you
new,
can win?
especially
Tell
early
me the
on.
worst.
More or less, I'm coming in the Royale
I
very
might
much
have
expecting
overdone it
a
there.
director's cut version
I
of
believe
Persona
in her.
5.
I would be
In a
doing her
sense of,
disservice
here
to roll
is a
punches.
character, like a
Thinks
brand
they
new
know me
character
after all.
that
She'll
changes
be
up the
back on
storyline
her
a good
feet and
bit.
charging at me
Here's some
before I
stuff
know
we
it.
couldn't really do in the original game that we're now putting in.
Flame, there you are. I've been looking everywhere for you.
And here's some extra
You
stuff
worry
we
too
just
much,
thrust in
Mother.
there, and that's kind of
I
it.
think a kidnapping is good cause for concern. I was so worried about you I nearly fainted.
Honestly, I think all of the big changes are probably after the opening palace going forward. So once you're done with Kamoshida, because like that's when our new confidant should be coming in within like the first couple weeks or so in there.
Please understand.
Like that's when that new confidant comes in. I don't know when we recruit our new party member, but I know from shots of trailers and stuff that like Haru's palace has gotten a little bit of revamp because she's present as an enemy in the palace from a trailer.
Because of these very fine qualities, I worry about your interactions with the others here.
What else? There was something else.
I
I think, yeah, all the palaces I think have gotten touched up, and they have the grappling hook gameplay, but I wouldn't be surprised if there's other mechanics as well. It seemed like Kamoshida's boss fight has new mechanics in it.
Professors have treated me exceptionally well.
Even so, there must be at least some worry. Please, you need not conceal anything from me.
You worry far too much. There is truly nothing to share.
But if you are on the fence, folks, of picking up Persona 5, especially with Joker and Smash, honestly, with it coming out more than likely within the first couple months of next year, like, wait until Persona 5 Royale comes out in America next year. Just wait. Like, you're gonna get more, a little bit more for the $60. And also, you won't feel like you're missing out on these new Persona 5 related things.
I will handle this scoundrel for you.
Just wait. I think Tom, when he put up a poll, asking if people wanted him to do Persona 5, he would, and then he asked like, "Hey, do you want me to rate for Royale?" And I think he's waiting for Royale to do Persona 5.
What was Flame getting at just now? Let's see. I was speaking to her. I asked her to share her concerns, and was there something else? No matter. Fear not, Flame. Your brother will protect you from all harm.
Alright, last support conversation.
Hey, Eloise.
30 minutes of
Looks like you're
support
done for the day.
conversations. Hell yeah.
Care to join me in the dining hall?
Ah, Catherine, how could I refuse?
And also,
Good drink.
like,
feel
I wouldn't be
better
surprised
already.
since we did get the Drake trailer for Persona 5 Scramble, and it looks really good, surprisingly enough. It looks
I couldn't agree
like
more.
a lot,
It feels like
a
a
lot
place
more
to
than
live
I was
on
about
my
to give it credit for.
shoulders. It's at times like this, when worldly
I don't know if it
worries
will
fall
work
away,
off Persona
that I
5
can
or
really
Persona
live
5
a
Royale.
life
I would assume
that's
Royale in some
fantastic.
respects.
Worldly worries live in the moment.
But it depends on like how Persona 5 Royale plays out story-wise.
You feel intoxicated before you've had a drop of booze? Talk about a lightweight.
Hello! Just the man I was looking for.
Ah, yes. Were you the fellow
And
selling
hopefully,
ancient
if it's not
coins?
Yes, sir.
piss pouring rain
Since our
tomorrow.
meeting at the antique shop yesterday, I got
Probably
my
is,
hands
because it's
on
been raining
something.
every day this week.
Here we are. Look at this magnificent coin. Do you see the engraving? It's the crest of House Karen, one of the kingdom's most prominent noble families. It's an exceptionally rare piece, commissioned by a hero 1,000 years ago.
By a
Oh.
hero. 1,000 years
Excuse me.
ago?
Holy shit, it's not raining tomorrow.
How much do I owe you?
For
I
a
might
collector
actually like
such
be
as
able to get out of the
yourself,
house and
sir,
go do
I'm
some quick
happy
shopping at
to offer
Walmart. I was wanting to
at
do
a
because
discounted price.
I wanted to pick up like a
That'll be
smaller, like
Hold on.
essentially like
Stop
tackle
trying to
box
swindle
that you would
my
use for
friend.
fishing for parts
You're
and stuff
claiming a
for
hero from
the
House
Soto
Karen
and
had
like
their
mini plot stuff I have on my
crest
desk.
engraved on this coin.
Just so I don't
That's
need to
the
use
most
like the
ridiculous
big
thing I've ever
thing I'm
heard.
using for figure arts.
Tell me, as a collector of antiques,
Uh,
are you familiar with this piece? It's a legendary sword.
want to pick up that. I wanted to pick
Well,
up
keep your nose out
shit.
of my
What else was it?
What? Is that
Some more nail polish. I was wanting
Undergrad?
another bottle of nail polish for
That's not possible.
sealing up
It
stickers.
wouldn't be.
Cause mine's
You're
like
familiar with it.
it's
Excellent.
probably
Perhaps
like
you know
halfway
how
down, but
cleanly
like
it
that's
slices
right at
through
where the
wires
brush
and
is.
sheets.
And I have 2, 3, 4, 6,
Ah,
like 9
you're
figures
saying that
to
whole
do up,
story was
so
a lie?
I would like to make
I thought
sure
it was
they're all done
obvious.
up. That, and also see if I can find me an acrylic like marker, acrylic paint marker to do some testing on painting before I buy this like $20 set off Amazon. Okay, we're good on weapons. We can do 3 missions. Now we'll do this paralog. We'll at least do the paralog. We might not do any more. I'm gonna see where the what level the mission is at and like what level, like what our kind of average level is, which is probably approaching 40 at the moment, really.
Can't stop running.
My mom actually asked me what I wanted for Christmas
You're the
this
Prime
year.
Minister, aren't you?
Since it's like coming close to that time where she would like start doing shopping for that, so
Now he's just a man.
I'm honestly not.
Shut up!
It's kind of I'm kind of in this weird position where it's like, you know, I have money to spend on things,
Since you villains took
so
over the Hrim territory, our lives have been
I might
nothing but
like
pain
hold off on a
and
hard drive
misery.
till Christmas.
Heavy taxes, forced labor, it's brutal.
Now
Weirdly
we're
enough,
gonna
use
make
Christmas
you
as my weird, I need maintenance on a couple things situation of just like, hey, I need a dump hard drive for all the backup files of the streams.
Such a nice.
And I get like a 2 terabyte for that.
Tea is nice.
A 2 terabyte non-powered
It's not much
one,
good when you don't have
or 2
sweets to
terabyte
go
external
with it.
with no power.
Sweet treats are less common, yes, but perhaps that makes sense. War is not sugar-coated.
If you've got time
So I
to
can
be
kind of
cheeky,
consolidate,
you've
so I
got
can
time
like
to find me some sweets.
back up all the stuff I got.
Cynthia, your smile
Maybe
is
do a
so
backup at my
sweet.
computer,
Lord
just to be
Ferdinand,
on the safe side.
Excuse the interruption. Our scouts happened upon the information you were looking for. I thought it would be best to let you know as soon as possible.
Let me take a drink real quick.
They know where my father is?
Yes, sir.
Tell me, now.
After losing his position as Prime Minister, your father was held in Enbar for a very long time. He escaped. For a while, no one knew where he was. The other day, however, he was sighted alone in the Hrim territory. Seemed he was heading for an allied region.
Rim.
Alone, you say? Was he safe?
Because I need to break down and do that. I
There was a
needed.
major insurrection happening in the Hrim territory. It's been 5 years since Duke Ire lost his control of the
There's like
area.
something else I needed to
The
break down and
military
do.
seems to have finally lost control, and the people's violence is unleashed.
Okay,
I
like
do not understand.
I need to break down and like get all
Why are
my
they rioting?
old PS2 memory card data
Ferdinand,
converted.
do you really know nothing about
That'll
Rim?
just take
Your
time
own
in like
father
3
was killed.
programs. It is a
don't know what
process.
the
It is a
area
step-by-step
wants to
process
build
through
for
like 3
power.
programs to
If it was truly a House Ire territory,
get all your
I would have been
PS2
trained in governing
memory
the
card
area.
data transferred
But
if you
my
want to
father
do
insisted that I
emulation
have
with it,
nothing to do with it.
which is what I want to do because I can
But
pack up my old
Now is
PS3
not
that
the time
way.
to talk about this. We have to help him before he gets caught up in the violence.
You're right. Now isn't the time for chit-chat. Let's get over there quickly. Professor, will you be coming? We'd better
And pack up
depart
my
as
old
soon as
PS3, like
possible.
rearrange stuff on my
I know
TV
a bit about
stand,
the
get like
situation. I'll fill you in
I don't
later.
think I can get my my capture device. That's yeah, that was one thing. It's like maybe get a new capture device, capture card. Although, nah, capture card wouldn't make sense because like I would then need like stupidly long HDMI cables, and it's like I don't know if I want to deal with that because like my setup's not preferable to that. If I could run everything in a certain way, maybe. Alright, what are we dealing with? A lot of 33s. And we are surrounded on all sides. Okay. I'll probably do.
This is where my father was sighted? The citizens are rioting everywhere.
Over there! Quick! We need to help them!
There seem to be some people inciting the violence. If we take them out, perhaps the violence will subside.
It might be best to spread out.
Okay. Sure.
The north side of the town is in chaos. I do not think we can advance.
It seems better to simply hold the line against the enemies in the north, and focus our efforts on saving the citizens of the east and south.
Okay, sure.
What's my strategy?
Onward!
Put me in there. Oh! Who's next? Get in line.
Ha!
Thanks for helping. Attack at your own risk.
This send Caspar in super hard.
My orders?
There's more.
I'm awake.
I will prevail.
Ooh, there's a chest all the way down there. Want it.
Ready for anything.
Let's make this quick.
Ready when you are.
I do this for all of us.
More fighting.
See if we can knock out a couple, like, big groups of enemies. Nice job, Leone.
Who's next?
We'll get you promoted yet.
Now!
3 damage with 30% chance? Yeah, nah. Nah, even if you hit, it wouldn't matter.
Okay, I'm gonna do it!
I don't think you needed the crit there, Bernie, but I'll take it. Ah, thank you
Make
for
a
critting.
difference. Just like that. Allow me to demonstrate.
Alright, Jade, you didn't need the crit there, but I'll take it.
Good form.
Take all the crit we can get.
Looks like I won't be robbed this time.
Thanks.
Just top off the Oni.
Who's next? Get in line.
With all of my might. My heart burns with pride. War fuels my body and mind.
Thank you ever so much for helping us. I don't know what would have happened if it weren't for you.
Oh, looky there. Some houses are still untouched.
Professor, let's make haste and go help them. Their lives may be forfeit if
Hurrah! Go on, boy!
one of us has to die.
Damn, crit meteor. Too bad the crit doesn't happen elsewhere.
I'm not the only.
What? We give up. Have mercy.
Boink. You're done.
Let's see this war through.
Still here. No time to slow down.
Heal that poison at least.
If I live, I fight. Seems
Lance critical plus 10. Ooh. Yes, please.
Not so fast.
Aw, Bernie, why? Bernie, why you missing? You don't miss. Great Thorin for 100.
My stage now.
Ooh, Mastered Warlock.
I feel like
Bowbreaker.
I'm
Ooh,
So steadfast.
I like. I'm just gonna warp you over there.
You can't be too skilled.
Renewal.
Each battle a victory.
We owe you our lives.
Lucky break. Back to the fray.
Goodbye.
I'll be home again soon.
Just get rid of you off the bat.
Ernie's just...
I was about to say, if anyone's got a shot at getting to that boss, it's Ingrid. And she can't quite kill. This might be a rollback turn, which is fine. Of course.
All right.
We weren't fast enough.
I mean, we saved all but one. Ow. I forgot about that archer there. That's not good. That's not good at all.
Did the trick. That's the spirit.
Unless I please take him out.
Who's next? I'll keep pushing myself.
Great work. I feel weak. me.
Use your magic bow.
Ernie's unstoppable.
I will see this war through. Greatness of...
Ready when you are.
I was about to say, Casper, get up there and, like, blow this guy up, please. Thank you. Damn it, I shouldn't have used Silver Axe on that one. You at least kill this guy.
We yield! Yield!
I will not let down my guard.
Pretty good, huh?
Let's say, Jay, just draw fire from him.
You're amazing.
All this power just... Watch and learn. It's over. All is going to plan.
Excuse me. Yeah, keep throwing yourselves at Jake. That's, it's not gonna end well for you.
If I live, I fight.
I love that my main strategy just for Jade now is just walk her up to enemies, have her just stand in the middle and just go, come at me. See what happens. See how fast you get blown up.
be in vain. Watch and learn.
Oh no, you use magic. You still miss. None of you can hit her.
This could turn the tide.
Not a single goddamn one of you. Oh, you're in the way. Sir! Sir, please get out of the way.
You took me lightly.
Thank you.
Oh, so we're getting the Shoto 2. Or Shoto Pokemon 2 with Greninja, Mimikyu, Scizor, and Metagross. And, you know, 3/4 of those are Pokemon I pretty enjoy, so. But anywho, I need to step away real quick. I will be right back. Alright. Oh. Alright. Okay. Yeah, this set looks pretty good. It's better than the movie set, because I did not care about.
Ready for anything.
Oh, you tear me up.
Back to the fray.
More. Allow me to demonstrate. It won't be in vain. To watch and learn. Here is something to believe in. Another victory.
Now I gotta heal off that, but I didn't need it. I refuse to not have Jade walk up into these people's faces and fucking give them what for.
You must press on. A little scratch won't stop me.
lucky break.
Wow, I don't even think Ferdinand's getting experience off these guys anymore. Jesus.
Thanks.
It is decided.
Aw, you used the gambit. I can't counter gambit. Oh, it has the shining eyes to attack.
All is going to plan.
So what? Metal Claw, Sword. Why is Mimikyu using Sword Dance? Water Shuriken. I'm not sure what Metacross is using. That's weird to see Mimikyu using Sword Dance for some reason. Oh my god. Grid. Okay, that works. Using javelins for the completely wrong reason. So, oh wait, Ingrid can't get this kill. God damn it.
There's no turning back now. Appreciated.
Alright, 1 second. I gotta go let the dog in. Alright.
Thank you.
I'm just asking to get my ass handed to me this turn. But fuck it, let's go. Yeah, you can either take them all on or dodge them all. We're at the point where I can be supremely stupid. An opportunity to actually use Blaine's dance ability. Try me.
Watch and learn.
Dodge.
Let's think carefully.
Oh, fucking gambit. And you get the 35% chance. Good for you. Even with the gambit boost, you still can't hit her.
This could turn the tide.
And you still get messed up.
Not my best.
43.
I must lead them well.
How does route the enemy? Okay, so we can...
What do you want?
I did not mean to use javelins. It will still kill him, though. Hell yeah.
And after I went to all the...
Father, no!
I aim for greatness. I must continue.
I was about to say, we need that archer down.
Will this ever end? Well done. Bernie's unstoppable.
Just a free, just a 2 double attack at like stupidly long range is just really fucking good. There's just the one guy Ferdinand's got to deal with. Which he takes care of wonderfully, with nothing but a javelin.
Greatness awaits.
Lance of Zoltan. I'll probably go to Ferdinand, to be honest.
Ferdinand. Hey.
Yes?
I don't know what to say.
That might be Bullet Punch
About your father.
on the Metacross.
No.
Yeah, that probably
It's
is Bullet
alright.
Punch, to be honest.
Some part of me was expecting this. I do not know what happened in Hrim territory, but I am sure he got what he deserved. You knew more about it, you said? Maybe you can tell me everything later.
Thank you so much. I can tell you what I know.
Please do.
You know about the Hurim Rebellion, right?
Of course. The rebellion started when Emperor Ionius IX tried to consolidate power. The Hrim family tried to split off from the Empire, and joined the Alliance. Working with House Ordelia, they raised an insurrection. The Empire suppressed it. And then a puppet leader was installed in the Hrim territory. House Ire was tasked with handling the actual governance of the region. Seeing this, the nobles feared that the Empire would assume total control. That's when the 6 great noble families chose to wrest power from Ionius IX.
That's right. The Insurrection of the Seven. I've always wondered why it was called Seven when there were only 6 noble families.
It was the 6 great noble families, plus Hrim.
How vexing. Either way, events unfolded shortly thereafter. Are you aware of how Duke Ire was ruling the Hrim territory? He imposed harsh taxes upon the people, much harsher than on his own, making their lives very challenging. People fled their homes in droves to the neighboring Ordelia territory, but they were sent back from where they came. The Empire was occupying Ordelia territory as well, as it turned out. Issues were further complicated when Duke Ire fell from power. Ire was dismissed from his position, only to be replaced by Lord Arundel.
Edelgard's uncle, the regent of the Empire.
Correct. And he imposed even heavier taxes on the people, squeezing them painfully dry. The people were conscripted for duty. Any who opposed were killed on the spot. Lord Arundel did this in the name of Duke Ire.
What?
Your father was by no means a great ruler, but it was Lord Arundel who stoked the fury of the people and directed that fury at your father. Duke Ire is not perfect, but he's not the villain in this.
Lysithea, thank you for telling me all of this. I am embarrassed to say I had no idea. I see now that it was not his fault, but he did go along the wrong path and place a burden on his people. He can no longer atone for what he did, so I will have to. I need to go think about what I will do after the war, how I will make up for my father's mistakes.
Nothing helps deep thought like sweets. Sweets. They help you think. Perhaps you should find some for us.
I see. If I find some, I will be sure to let you know.
Okay, 35, ugh. We're good. We're really good on levels, to be honest, so like I don't think we need the extra smear. So the only thing we'd be getting is like some really good support points on across characters, but like even then we're burning equipment for that, so meh.
I am grateful.
Thank you.
It's within my grasp.
Right, magic range +1, nice.
Practice is paying off.
Frozen Lance?
Guess all that time wasn't wasted.
Nosferatu and Faith level 2.
I'm finding my focus.
And bow crit +10.
We finished! Let's put this to the test.
Oh, Casper learning focus. Okay. Crap, I needed to change that. Ferdinand and... Probably Ferdinand and Bernetta. Just get their force skill up. Oh, Lightheart and Bernetta running out theirs. Alright.
Ah, here you are.
What's up, Lynn? Come to invite me to dinner?
Well, that too. But first, there is something I wish to say. I believe I previously implied that it's okay to live out your days by running away from what troubles you. And I think that I was unkind to you.
What are you talking about?
To be honest, while I try to be easygoing, I currently feel a bit uneasy about something. One of the effects of running away constantly is that eventually one runs out of places to, well, run. Because I avoid memories I find unpleasant, the number of things I avoid is forever increasing. I've never learned to deal with the pain of my past, so I can never increase my tolerance toward new pains.
And?
That's all. But there are some nights where it really worries me.
That's what you wanted to say? It'd be the same if you weren't avoiding things. You'd just be up at night wondering what was coming next. Thank you, Lynn. I appreciate you showing me a glimpse of your real self for the first time.
For the first time? Each time I speak, I show my real self.
So, what about that conversation we had?
Which conversation?
When you said I was a great woman, was that true?
Of course. You have too low an opinion of yourself.
I thought you were just trying to make me feel better. I didn't really think you looked at me that way, Lynn.
Why? Is it so strange? You seemed rather happy about it at the time.
It's not weird. Okay, it's kind of weird. You're weird, Lynn. You know, I'm hungry all of a sudden. Maybe I laughed too much.
Good. I was going to invite you to dinner.
You were?
When I walked in, you asked if I'd come to invite you to dinner. I said yes, but I can't be bothered to walk into town. Shall we visit the dining hall?
What? Oh, fine. Show me this easygoing way of yours.
Okay, so we get Fish of Mystery. We'll explore on the last week. We'll do cinema. Yeah, I can't even say it. Special class. This time. Alright, I need to instruct manually. So I need to change the group task. Do stable duty. And we're doing Ferdinand and Renetta. Just do an auto instruct.
Perseverance is the key.
And begin training. Yeah, we'll participate. Gives me extra reasons, because I need that if I want to get Mortal Servant.
Professor, let me sing for you.
What's the point of singing practice?
we have max professor rank, so renown doesn't matter to us outside of like upgrading the statues.
Nothing is imp-
It's you. Look, Professor. I think I got it.
Vengeance.
Perseverance is the key.
We'll trade Miracle. Equip those. Equip you. Okay. I don't know Ingrid's decks offhand, but probably not super good. Yeah, we'll take that. And we need chunk that. Take this. Grab that. Grab. You. And... grab you. You get the double special lance. Actually, no, we'll put that on someone else. We'll get you a silver axe. You're good. You're good. You know what? Taking the armor slayer. And trade that in for... Oh, I should be giving you a killing edge. Actually, I should give... you a killing edge too. Hey, it's always online on the Switch. Oh my god, I have like 8 bullions. And an extra large bullion. We're just gonna do a whole bunch of repairs. Because we are sitting on a crap ton of ore, so we can afford to do this. Okay. Where's that silver bow? God, I need mithril for that? Ah. Ugh. $73%! I'm so close! 71%. Alright, let's check our plants.
moment, please.
I mean, yes, please. We'll take that HP and strength up. That sounds extremely good.
This.
I eat.
I
I also take advantage of the Spicy Day special.
That.
It's
Okay, I'm one short of getting everyone's motivation up.
This is.
Oh.
Ah, 3 more A ranks. Hell yeah. Well, up here, do the box, do the hymn. Ah, Catherine didn't like that answer. Oh well. And I ran right by the coordinator.
I'll keep.
I'd say, Dorothea, where are you?
I heard that, and here it's almost.
Alright, we will do these 4 conversations. Get them done.
Professor. Apologies for bothering you so late. I just really wanted to speak with you. Thank you. You see, I've been feeling conflicted about my future. It may seem petty to worry about such things in the middle of a war like this. This isn't something I open up about with many people. Feeling such a sense of inner turmoil while a war rages on, and others are fighting with all they have, well, it feels a little selfish. The truth is, I've wanted to be a knight ever since I was a small child. Not just any knight, like one you might find serving within the castle guard, but a true knight, one serving a master. However, my father has always had different plans for me. He wants me to marry, for the benefit of the Galatea family. Defying my father feels wrong. I've seen how he's struggled over the years. His burden has always been far greater than any I've had to bear myself. While he fed me extravagant meals, he subsisted on meager portions and watered-down soups. He never once complained, even though he must have been starving. Knowing his sacrifices, I've never been able to tell him of my dream of becoming a knight. Although ultimately, I find myself betraying his wishes. Now that I've parted ways with my father, there is nothing to stop me from pursuing my dream. But even if I do become a knight, I feel an unease deep within me. I fear I will never escape this guilt I carry, that I have shunned my duty as a noble. To follow both my dream and my duty? I had never considered that as an option.
You can do both.
Perhaps there is a way. Even with the academy days long behind us, you're still a professor through and through. Always listening to others' troubles and offering up your wisdom. I really am grateful for all that you do for us, Professor. I hope you'll always be here as a guide to everyone. I know I myself would appreciate that deeply.
The only downside of doing supports out in the open monasteries that you have to go to the specific location to target it or to activate it. Otherwise, they don't work.
Hey, Professor. Can we talk? I feel terrible about the last time we spoke. I was trying to apologize and just ended up losing my temper again. I'm really sorry. I figured you'd say that, but I still feel like an idiot. Somehow, I just have a hard time keeping my feelings in check around you. And I think if I don't just tell you what I'm thinking, we'll never be able to have a normal conversation. So, let me clear the air. I want us to, engage. Yeah, exactly. I know it's a sudden thing to ask, but I'm not going to feel settled until I know where I stand. Would you do that for me? Good. Don't hold back, okay? I want to see you at your absolute best. Phew. You got me. I'm completely outmatched. Maybe, but you were definitely stronger. Honestly, that's what I needed to see.
Somebody tweeting at Toei about the fucking Salt Hopper form. God damn it, people.
I thought I was competing with you, but that's as pointless as competing against him would have been. So instead of that, I'm going to focus.
It's not like anyone from Toei or Bandai can say anything unless they turn it into something positive and being like, "Stay tuned, like you'll want to check in into this month, into next month."
He didn't sound serious at the time, but it was right before before we lost him. So I've decided, I'd like to do just what he said. I know I'm not as strong as I need to be, but I swear to you, I'll train until I am. What do you say? Can I call you my employer? Yes, it's official. I'll protect you no matter what.
Okay, it's just like straight up. Oh, some herring bait. Nice. The big good bait.
Professor. Thank you for helping me with my training again today, Professor. I'm gonna keep at it for a while longer, So you go on ahead. I can't. Not when I'm right on the cusp of using my power to greater potential. Surely you yourself are tired. Just don't worry about me, okay?
Asteria?
I'm sorry, Professor. It was
Astia?
careless of me to continue.
I don't know why I keep
despite
calling her
how
Asteria.
fatigued I
Her name's
clearly
technically
was.
spelled Astia.
I probably should have listened to
Astia?
you. Now I've made a mess of things. I can't help but feel the need to rush in all things constantly. You get that way when you realize you haven't got much time. 13 years ago, House Ordelia was involved in a civil conflict within the Empire. All we did was respond to a call for aid. We weren't involved politically. But once the rebellion was crushed, my family was held responsible for the aid we gave, and the Empire gained some sway over us as a result. At the time, the noble houses of the Alliance took a passive stance. No one lent aid to my family. As a result, some key officials within the family were killed, and people from the Empire were sent to replace them. Among those people were some mysterious mages. They were unsettling, in a word, skin pale as death. One after another, they captured and imprisoned the children of our household. They began performing terrible rituals on the children, though it's probably more accurate to call them experiments. With the Empire monitoring our every move, my parents could do nothing but watch in horror as all of this unfolded. One after another, the children died, until the only one left was me. You know, my hair wasn't always this color. During their experiments, they'd been doing things with my blood. One morning, I awoke like this. A shock of white hair, all trace of pigment gone. Upon seeing me, the mages were delighted. They realized that their experiments had finally succeeded. Sure enough, they ran a test and saw that two crests coexisted within me. Losing pigment from my hair wasn't the only loss. The mages informed me that my lifespan was now greatly shortened. 5 more years at most, perhaps less.
That's extremely fucked up.
Shortly thereafter, the mages lost interest in me, and we never saw them in the Ordelia household again. Since all that, our family has been in decline. It's challenging now even to govern our territory. After all my mother and father have suffered, I at least want them to have peace as they grow older. That is all I wish for, but I haven't much time to ensure it comes to pass. It's not like what's been done to me can be undone. Professor, the only way I can conceive of would be to remove my crest somehow, but I don't know if that's even remotely possible. Even if it were, I wouldn't be of much use to you and the others without my crests. You sound resolved. I'll allow your resolve to bolster my own. Thank you, Professor.
Doesn't matter how. That's what they. All I know is. Doesn't matter how. That's what. All I know is.
I actually missed the conversation. We're done.
We are just about to pass through Gronder Field. We should be in view of Fort Mercius soon. It looks like the battle made quite an impact. The Imperial army has lost some of its luster. We should be able to invade the fort without too much trouble. Yes, we must win for them as well.
Professor,
The soldiers have finished changing into their disguises. We are ready to masquerade as Imperial troops and infiltrate the fort.
I believe this was your idea, was it not? It is impossible to take Fort Merceus with a frontal assault. We must take it from within. We will infiltrate the fort as Imperial troops and kill the enemy general. All preparations are complete.
According to the scout reports, my father and the others are not inside the fort. It seems they were moved to the front lines of the kingdom's western region.
The Death Knight became the general of this fort after the battle at Gronder Field.
What? The Death Knight? I think I'll be taking a break now. You guys go on ahead.
Bernadetta, you cannot be hiding on a field. The enemy will be seeing you.
No place to hide. I guess I have no choice but to fight.
The Death Knight. I hear that he is counted among the greatest heroes of the Empire at the moment. We never determined whether or not he was truly Yuritsa. So, in capturing Merceus, we have encountered another obstacle. I suppose you have a point. If we challenge him again with conviction, we are sure to attain victory.
The impenetrable fortress.
And we blew his ass up once. Let's blow him up again.
Silver Maiden. Yet she pales in comparison to Fort Merceus, the stubborn old general. Those who approach are driven back, but once we make our way in, it's all ours.
That fort has been brought to life on stage for countless operas.
Let us commence. We must puncture a hole in the Empire's defenses.
That woman approaches. Will Death's scythe claim you, or will I fall to that sword of yours?
Can I kill you with your own scythe? I kind of want to murder you with your own scythe. Let's do it.
Thank you so much.
At Gronder Field, the armies of the Kingdom, Alliance, and Empire collide. The three forces engage in a fierce battle, each suffering significant losses before deciding to withdraw. Seeing an opportunity, the Resistance Army quickly plots an invasion of Imperial territory. In order to gain a foothold in the Empire, they will attempt to capture Fort Merceus.
Thank you so much.
I am grateful.
Thanks so much.
Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Alright, 10 with 3. We'll go with that. And 35s. But we're right around that average, so should be fine.
Report. A group posing as Imperial soldiers has infiltrated. They seem to be affiliated with the Church.
Close the gates. Leave no survivors.
Okay. Will it stop it permanently if I just move there once, or will it be like, hey, they gotta leave you here?
Ready for anything.
All is for victory.
Oh, the crit javelin, hell yeah.
See this war through.
What's my strategy?
I will prevail.
My orders?
Put me in there.
I do this for all of us.
More fighting.
I'm awake.
Onward.
Thank you.
A bit disappointing.
Not particularly good playing, if I'm being honest.
It's over.
Thank you, crit.
This could turn the tides.
Just... Let's make this quick.
If I live, I fight.
Okay, so it's like one unit at a time. That I can deal with that. That's fine.
Did the trick.
Alright. Get rid of you.
A little scratch won't stop me.
Tired of you sniping us.
I finally mastered it.
And Jameer got Hunter's Volley too. Nice.
Another victory. Watch and learn.
That's a miss.
It won't be in vain.
I just want to blow up this guy.
This is my stage now. My heart burns with pride.
Ooh, evasion ring. Pump that in the convoy.
No time for pity.
Now's our chance. I'm not dying here.
Alright, Leo's on par.
Well done.
Alright. Gotta play it a little slow. I'll let these guys kind of keep working their way towards us. Oh my god.
Another victory. This experience.
Jade almost practically guarantees a crit every fucking turn at this rate. It is ridiculous. She can't stop, won't stop. Answer Master. Special dance. Does that give me four-way dance? Because if it does, fuck yes. Give me that four-way dance. Give me multi-dance. Okay, I don't think you needed that crit there, but okay, sure.
make a difference?
Do the dance.
Thanks.
And go beat the shit out of this guy.
Pretty good, huh?
The time is ripe.
Okay.
Do not let him get away. Circle around and cut off his retreat.
This is the cost of war.
Ferdinand just gonna quietly hold his own over here.
I'll do what it takes.
Thanks.
Okay, no. No, we're not gonna do that. I said we're just gonna get this mage before he becomes a problem.
Attack at your own risk.
Nice job, Caspar. We're gonna peel the big move.
stronger now. Whether I kill you or you kill me, I'm looking forward to this.
It's over.
Bye-bye.
If you desire to slay me, follow. The appointed hour is at hand.
Murdered you again. Thanks, Warp. I put Jade right in the smack middle of everyone, but it's fine. Everything's okay.
I fight for.
And another Dark Seal.
We've come this far. We cannot let him escape now. Everyone, after the Death Knight!
That was quick.
It is coming. Leave now, or all of you will die.
Oh, that doesn't look. Oh, that doesn't. That extremely doesn't look. Oh no.
Run! We have to evacuate immediately!
Getting fucking nukes dropped on us. What the fuck? That's not cool.
What just happened here? The fort. It's just gone.
Thank you so much.
Whatever could that have been? It was almost reminiscent of that terror of legend. We haven't the time for stories. All we can do is retreat to the Great Bridge of Myrden and assess our situation.
I still can't believe it. The fort was destroyed, just like that. The Death Knight knew about the attack. Was it the Empire's doing?
Guess that means they'd rather destroy the fort than lose it.
Whatever the case, we need to get our bearings and decide what we're going to do next.
We all have many questions, but for now we must focus on our next move. What? If we return to the monastery, then our situation is sure to... Ah, yes, I see. So, we make it appear as though we have ceased our invasion by returning to Garreg Mach. Then we divide up our soldiers and infiltrate nearby areas of the capital, right under the Empire's nose. Finally, we gather all of those soldiers somewhere we can get to swiftly from Garreg Mach, and proceed to invade Enbar. Is that what you are thinking?
Are you serious? You know there's no guarantee that we won't be spotted by the enemy, right?
If we fail to convene, we will be isolated inside the Empire and be utterly obliterated.
I will be embracing the nearness of death if I am needing to. With each other.
That sounds dangerous. Really, incredibly dangerous.
Make no mistake, if we fail in this plan, there will be no coming back from it. Are you sure about this, Professor? I see. If you are resolved, then I will follow suit. We may be weaker, and the terrain may be against us, but all we can do is use our resources as best we can. That, and pray for the blessings of the goddess.
Part 2. Silver Snow. Garland Moon. The Chaos of War. The Resistance Army successfully takes Fort Mercius. Their victory celebrations are cut short, however, when javelins of light pierce the sky and destroy much of the fort. With nowhere else to go, the Resistance Army withdraws to Garreg Mach. Under the guise of surrender, they secretly prepare for a surprise attack on the Imperial capital.
It seems the preparations for our invasion of Enbar are advancing smoothly. All has been laid out so we can move swiftly to the necessary locations. Until the time comes, please try to keep your spirits up. There is something else. I have heard that Rhea is potentially being held captive in the capital. The information could not be confirmed, nor even properly sourced, but even still, we cannot ignore the possibility. Please bear that in mind. Yes, we must not let anything get in the way of rescuing her.
We're finally heading to Enbar, the capital city of the Empire. Oh, so many memories there.
Oh yeah? So you've been there before?
Oh, yes. Though it was a very long time ago.
A very long time? You must have been really young. I'm surprised you remember.
The main stage of the Mittelfrank Opera Company is in the capital. I hope no one from the opera gets swept up in the coming chaos.
There are many buildings straight out of the history books in Enbar. I hope they remain unharmed.
You're worried about the buildings? What about the people? You're an odd one, Lynn.
I am also worried about the people. I'm sure my father is in a palace in the capital.
Many people reside in Enbar, so we must take care to avoid needless casualties.
I don't think Edelgard cares much for avoiding casualties, so that's probably impossible. I bet we'll be fighting until one side or the other is completely destroyed.
Bernie, you should be staying away from thoughts like that. We will be defeating her with our full power. Our enemy has great strength, but we will not be losing.
I could not agree more. Remember, even if our surprise attack works, a force even greater than all of our troops combined awaits us in the capital. 0 casualties is always the goal, but we must not underestimate the situation at hand.
Still, we must not hold ourselves to the same twisted morality that she does. After all, we are here to stop her, not to follow her down her dark path. We all choose to fight back. We are all in this together.
You're right, Flayn. We've got to try our hardest.
A different path from Edelgard.
There is no stopping her. The only way to end this is to kill her.
Our choice. Flayn, your words are wonderful and full of bravery.
Let's go! We can't lose!
The situation is dire, and so I will do what must be done.
I am certain that if we join our strength, we can win this battle without losing a single soul.
It doesn't look like we have Paralog, so. You have a number of supports again. God. We're so close to rounding them all out, to be honest, so.
Ferdinand.
Huh? Ah, Petra. Is there something I can help you with?
No, I am not needing help. I was just thinking that you look lonely.
Lonely? In wartime? Hardly. I am too busy trying to survive to feel lonely. But once we have survived, what will you do with yourself, Petra? Return to your home? As an Imperial hostage, you would be freed if the Empire were to fall.
Yes. My plan is to be returning home. But if Bridget and Fodlan can be friendly, I will be able to have visits whenever I choose. Maybe it is even possible for me to be living in Fodlan.
Live in Fodlan? Do you not want to go back to your homeland?
I do have the hope of returning one day, but Fodlan is also like a homeland to me now. I came to Fodlan 9 years ago. I have been living half of my life here. My family is living in Brigid, but in Fodlan, I have new family and new friends.
New family? I am glad to hear you feel that way about us, Petra. In that case, we will have to make sure that none of us die. We do not want to lose anyone in the family.
Yes, we will be winning, and you will not be dying.
Ha! Do not worry. I do not intend to die. I have some things to do when the war is over.
Things?
Yes. You and I can be the link between Fodlan and Brigid.
Oh.
Okay, I have to confess. I fibbed a little. About not being lonely. When this war ends, I will be quite lonely indeed. If you go back to Brigid.
Is that a truth?
I have just made a decision.
I'm checking calendar stuff at the moment.
I will work as an ambassador, improving relations.
Right now we are at 4 chapters left,
Brigid
so
I will be there too. Then both places can move
we have
forward together
2 days
with
left
eternal
before
friendship.
I do this on
We have to
Thursdays,
join
which
forces and make that a reality. Do you not agree?
You have my gratitude, Ferdinand. All of
I don't know.
it. I have loneliness just like you. But your
Part of me
words
wants to
give
burn through the
great
rest of this and get this
happiness.
done
Please do what you are saying.
and have Sword and Shield
And
take
be
the
a bridge
Thursdays,
for
but
Fodlan
on the
and
other
Brigid.
hand, I'm like, I don't want to like rush through these last 4 chapters
Yes,
if I'm not feeling
one
it.
day, we will be seeing that future. Linhardt, please accept my apology. You are not deserving of this punishment.
I am the one who suggested it would be great firewood. I suppose it's only fair I get punished too. How was I supposed to know the Archbishop's favorite chair was stashed away under a pile of trash? My apologies, Petra. My idea turned out to be worthless.
It was not worthless. It had great worth. You gave me great help so I could be smoking all of that meat.
So we might do
I give you all
sword
of my
on
gratitude for that.
Wednesdays.
Well, at least you'll have no worries about provisions. I just realized they didn't actually tell us when the punishment will be over.
You can be leaving if you are wanting to. I will not be telling anyone. This is my responsibility to take.
How are you so obedient and yet so passionate at the... Oh, look,
I'm not
Petra,
sure.
The
Let me
book you were
look.
searching for.
The complete guide to Fodlan's wildlife. I have so much happiness. You are full of amazement.
Well, books are my field of expertise. Still, what a stroke of luck.
Linhardt, can I be asking you something?
What's that?
You are no longer saying I am bothering you. Instead, you are helping me with my requests. What is the reasoning? Why am I not bothering you now?
Interesting observation. I wonder why that is. You always ask me so earnestly. You seem to throw your entire being into all that you do. I guess I rather like it, working as hard as you do. On occasion, that is.
You are liking the hard work?
Yes. You inspire me to be, well, something that is not normally me.
If you are liking it, then I will keep working hard. With your wisdom, I can be working even harder than before. That means I will be needing your wisdom from now onward. With my strength and your wisdom, there is nothing we can't be doing.
I think you may be right. Your strength and my wisdom, that sounds like a wonderful combination.
Transformers might get put on hold and we might do sword on Wednesdays.
How about this? Too slow. You're mine now.
quite.
We'll play it by ear and see how things go. At the very least, on Friday, we'll get like a big, nice full stream before co-op that Friday with Pokemon.
Oh, I'm gonna hit you.
That or if Tommy's feeling it, I might just
Let me catch my breath.
do a super long stream. Just a stream when I get back.
That's because you rely
Then
on
a stream
sheer
that
power.
night.
You're moving around more than you have to, and it's a waste of energy. You need to start using your head, or you'll never even land a blow.
Well, you were taking some pretty big swings yourself, you know.
I have more experience than you. I can use my energy more efficiently.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. You are the famous Thunder Catherine, after all.
It's just one of those things where I wish the Switch, like, big releases did not happen on Fridays. I wish they happened on the Tuesdays.
Just occurring to you.
That way it would be more like, hey, you get a bonus stream at a normal time instead of a bonus stream at like an afternoon time.
Everyone knew about the power of Thunder Brand, even in the Empire.
And then we just pick up the next day or the day after.
But you are. When I was younger, my friends and I would fight over who got to pretend to use Thunder Brand.
Instead of, here's a bonus stream on Friday at an oddball time, and then we don't come back to this unless I like do a bonus stream on like Monday or Tuesday until like Wednesday or Thursday when I pick it back up.
On the battlefield, there is no Thunder Catherine. Only a bloodied soldier crawling in the mud, hacking desperately at her enemies.
Sure, but
I'm not a hero. I fight only for Lady Rhea and the Goddess. What about me is admirable? Is it my deeds or my blade?
Alright, so that supports. One more. Catherine and Shamir, actually. Got their B rank.
That battle was a decent challenge, but when push came to shove, they didn't have a chance. Before long, all of the church's enemies will have been destroyed.
You must really love worshipping the church. Or is it just Rhea?
Lady Rhea. You're the only one in the Knights who doesn't address her with the proper respect. It's not just that I worship Lady Rhea. I respect her, admire her, revere her.
I don't get the Seros religion. Or Rhea.
Shamir, if you were anyone else, I would cut you down for saying that. She saved your life.
She did, and that's why I fight for her. Doesn't mean I worship her.
You never change. You're so stubborn.
You're the stubborn one. When we're on missions related to Rhea, it's like you're wearing blinders. Wanting to help her is admirable, but you'll be of no use if you get yourself killed.
I don't plan on getting killed, and it's not that I'm wearing blinders. I'm just focused. I've devoted my heart to Lady Rhea. She's the reason I wield my sword.
As long as you don't get killed or cause me any trouble, I don't really care.
So my death would cause you trouble?
That's not what I meant.
Let's give it a rest. There's no point in arguing.
Fine, but I want you to know something. It's not easy to put your life in the hands of someone who doesn't share your beliefs.
I understand. I think we can both agree on that.
Alright, we'll do this monastery segment.
10 years ago, Dagda and Bridget attacked the Empire from the west. Their final target was the capital.
Then we'll see where we need to be at, like average level wise. And we'll probably save a bunch of fights for next week. So we'll do this chapter, next week. Maybe. And then if we get those done, then like the week after we can get those last two chapters done in one stream.
Edelgard said a thing to me. Bridget is a vassal of the Empire. But she also said I always have the freedom to be choosing whether
If
I
not, it
live
might
or
be
not with her.
3
I will
weeks.
become the ruler of Bridget.
It might be 3 or 4 weeks. I
said I
think
must make my own
more or
path.
less by the end of November
So
we'll
now,
be done with Fire Emblem.
My path and her path will be colliding.
a silver axe plus, you say. Casper, get your butt in there. Knock some heads. You know, if only Caspar had like a little bit more strength.
You're all going down.
Alright, we definitely heal here.
Who's next?
And we definitely heal here. There we go.
Looks like we're nearing the end of this struggle. I'm sure Lady Rhea is on tenterhooks waiting for me to swoop in and rescue her. Lady Rhea's not waiting for me, I know, no matter how much I might wish. Professor!
Hey, you. Oh, I was born in Enbar. My mother and father met in a church there. I do not understand how war can happen in such a precious place.
Sure.
I'll use this power.
We now got white magic, like, plus 20 of 8.
Right.
So, did you know? It's said ever since, and now this is how the...
Oh.
I'll keep my singing.
I'm a quick step.
Please.
Alright, that increases space, not reason, but
I'm from the. I hope they.
It wouldn't be bad to have that stuff when I eventually get Mortal Servant.
Need something?
Can I get any of this? No. Fuck.
See you again soon.
Go hit the rooms real quick.
They used to call if Seros were alive in Inbar, there was once a southern 100 years ago. The Southern Church until 5 years ago. The
There! Enbar is where the divine Seros, sent by the goddess. Saint Seros then worked. That's why Enbar is considered a
Oh, goody. I'm sure we're not gonna ruffle feathers by doing this. From the sounds of it.
Whenever I think about how we'll be seeing Lady Rhea we'll get there for sure, right? We'll see her again? I just gotta believe Lady Rhea...
I'm skimming through dialogue at this point.
Teacher, professor, at last. I love the Empire. Part of me wants it to, but I know that is not reasonable. What we need now is a mighty leader who can rebuild Fodlan. Nonetheless, it saddens me that we...
The information of we can't discount the possibility that still, we can only move.
Lady Rhea.
Professor, we're finally going to the capital. Once we smash the Empire, I'm sure his soul will finally be able to rest in peace. Monica killed Captain Gerald for the Flame Emperor. I know that the future of all Fodlan rests on this battle. Nothing else is more important. But for me...
Rhea will be somewhere in the city. If we are able to save her, then are you prepared for that? Excellent. The battle will soon be upon us.
Invading the capital and smashing the Care to share your thoughts, Professor? You say that with such confidence, although for now, better to focus.
I say, give me all the reason I can get.
We're forming battle, however, the Empire's...
The Empire, if they, ironically...
Ever since the I expect...
It's such a relief that we've made it this far without having to fight my father. Hey, don't try. If he turns up as a reinforcement during the...
That's, some of my soldier friends departed for They wore trader clothes and hid their weapons in their luggage, so that even if they encounter another squad dressed as traveling artists, it's like a game.
Once this battle is over, what will become of Fargus and Fodlan? Peace, you say? It sounds so foreign. My hope is for a world. I believe those who survive. So the sooner we must win, Professor.
Pardon me.
Greetings, Professor. Momentum's really picking up for this final battle, huh? Enbar's history goes back 14... It's one of the sacred sites of the Seros. But hey, no need to worry about the monastery while you're fighting the final battle.
Here we are.
You know, all this talk of Final Battle, and I know there's like 3 chapters more past this. I'm like, what is gonna happen?
And we have to... I don't know what comes next.
Pardon me.
Professor, the whole of the capital is... The city has such a long heritage, but we can't let the common folk get hurt.
Hello. Welcome. Come back soon. Okay.
We've just about talked to everybody in record time.
Huh? Just recently, the fish in the pond suddenly started. I didn't know what was going on. It happened right...
Professor.
Hey!
The only person left is Bernadetta.
Professor! I don't have many good memories of her, if I'm being honest. But if you happen to see her, please make sure she's not. She's only a civil servant, so hopefully she takes a cue from her Bernie and stays.
Alright, we got 4 points left. Let's do lunch.
This
I'm gonna book in these last few.
eating.
And one more.
This is.
No supports, no conversations, and no quests, so stop the exploration phase there. Struck automatically because we're not on that front. Nothing, of course not. We're at the end part of the game, so.
Question. Impressive. You know, Professor?
No. Focus on reason and faith. Stay on the dual path. Loading, loading, loading.
Just leave this to us.
We will take no.
Look, Professor.
There is always more to learn.
Well, we got one. We're not super close to any, to be honest, so. We're more or less just biding our time. %74%. Oh, that would be a pretty big step back for Lionheart, so no. Taskbar. We're not any closer. There it is, not hit 40 yet. We're not at 40. Or no, it's at 30. You just need writing. Yes please. Seminar. Three, 4. And 4. Lionheart's hitting all the people that actually, like, need those skills, whereas Dorothy is not, so...
I'm getting the hang of this.
Aha! Guess all that time was...
Pretty much looking for, like, B pluses to A's at this point. Like, S's are good and all, but I don't need them for class changes.
Amazing.
That was no dice. Okay, so I do want to explore since we'll have that. Okay, my super sword's all good. 37? Okay. What's our average? Two, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 17. 17. 32, actually. That's lower than I thought, but... I think if I take just my core team... Yeah, I'm like way like higher than that, to be honest. I'm probably averaging 35. Alright, we'll do another round of exploring. Go down here, hit the harvest. We'll hit the usual people to boost reason.
Professor, the whole of the city, but we can't...
Says I find them all.
Although for now...
Considered they used to if Sarah in 100 until
this
I was about to say, where the fuck is Blaine? Also, can I get anything off these statues?
Need something?
No, I'm like stuck at 600. Fuck.
Please?
Oh yeah, she's on the bridge.
I do not.
Alright, you don't give me reason, you just give me faith. Okay. Guess we'll just max out motivations now.
Ooh, I would be... I...
This is
eating.
If we're lucky... might be just in the position to also get us a bonus for the end of chapter mission.
The flavor.
Not quite.
Eating. This is.
We can't do any more. We're out of supplies. Okay. You know what? Let's get more fucking luck.
Sounds fun! Let me show you my cooking talent. A little more.
Lane has Frozen Lance now. Which she should equip, because I'm pretty sure her dex is stupidly high, so.
Oh, hello, Professor. How nice to see you. You caught me off guard. I was actually just thinking about you.
Okay, I'm not sure what this Twitter comment means about someone's getting got since Shining Hopper debuts next month, and we saw nothing in the magazines.
Just a moment ago? Well,
I don't know if it means like, oh, someone's gonna die in the show, or so we might have missed some connection somewhere.
I sensed something different about
Something,
you.
I don't know.
Something mysterious. And now I am convinced your existence itself is very special. Thinking on it, I know it to be true. You have a crest that should have been lost long ago. You wield the sword of the Creator as if it is nothing. Your hair and eye color changed on that day 5 years ago, to the same sort of color as mine and my brother's. I do not know. My brother refuses to speak to me of it. Since then, you have led us into battle, and thus far, we have always come out victorious. Your comrades and colleagues adore you. They believe in you, in your strength. I doubt there is a single soul who is likened to you. Who are you, really? I simply do not understand. Whatever the case may be, having hair like mine is proof that there is something exceptional about you. I may as well come forward with things. I, too, am unlike others. Surely you recall when I was targeted, specifically for my blood? I may not be special in the ways you are, but my blood is rare. It seems the two of us share a special differentness. I also believe that we are bound together in some way. Of this I am certain. Therefore, I intend to stay by your side and watch over you. Your existence must be preserved at all cost. Certainly those are the words of a hero. Let us unite our powers. Together, we are unstoppable.
You're not wrong in the fact that you have that dance ability.
Look, Professor!
Can't let this power go unused.
I'm glad I'm getting better.
Ooh, dexterity +4.
Yeah, I understand.
Dex +4. We got one support. Alright. we will stop there. We will pick this up next week. Do some side chapter battle or some side quest battles. Maybe round up some levels and some experience. Anywho, if you like what you're seeing, drop us a follow. We really appreciate it. Jumping our way at the 200 follower goal. Or affiliate, if we can hit affiliate. We'll do that as well. Exclamation point Discord gives you the Discord. We got a Dropbox for questions. We'll answer them on our relevant podcast, either TGS or TGSR. Both are this weekend. Twitter at TGSaloon is where you can go to see when we are live. And that will pretty much do it. Tomorrow is I know I saw it. Blue and Rocket League? I guess Tommy picking up Clue or something. Otherwise, we're probably doing some Rocket League and Clue. Anyway, see you tomorrow, folks.